All right, who's not going to say anything first?
Do
We
you
should.
think we have more fans that are
Pirates?
pirates or are transgendered?
I'm gonna go with pirates.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask the difference.
Okay.
Half-Ass Podcast, everybody. This is
Touche.
Half-Ass Podcast. So this is the Half-Ass Podcast.
This
Wink.
is what? How many number shows is this with Ryan now? Is this his?
This is his third, technically. His
We'll go 2.5.
two and a
Unless
half,
we save this one for like a rainy day and it ends up being, like 2 months from now.
6 months. All we know is Kiara needs to come back on the show because
Yes.
John missed her and
I want a
Ryan
piece of that.
sucked ass, and that left me. I want a piece of that.
Hey,
You want to promote it?
Yeah.
All right.
But-
So
Speaking of pirates, funny you mentioned pirates.
He's good at the segues.
That was my high school mascot, and I've got a high school reunion coming up actually. And it's pretty stupid that whoever's in charge of it, they decided to only make 200 tickets available for 580 people.
580 people in your graduating class there was?
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty big school. I think
there's a
mine was
lot
like
of
200.
rednecks in Alabama.
Yeah, but no, that's why I'm surprised that's a high school reunion. Though.
It's not a family reunion.
A lot of cousins and sisters.
Oh,
All my
God.
hot cousins will be there.
All 200 of them. We only gave them the
500
tickets.
What year high school reunion is it? Like how many?
10-year.
10-year?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
I
going?
just missed my 20-year high school reunion.
holy
Jesus.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't get a high school reunion. I was a dropout.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I got 3 questions for a high school reunion, and you could tell us your story. One is how many years was it? You already answered that. 2 was are you going? And are you going?
I don't know
Are
yet.
you going?
And 3, will you get laid? Because my answers would be it was my 20-year reunion. Yes, I went. It was an all-boys school, and yes, I got laid. I went to North Catholic High School for boys.
How many times
A lot
did you
of
get
priests
laid?
there, yep.
At least 3.
How many times were you asking for it?
At least 3.
Did you use protection?
Did you get yes?
Did you get Did you get the condom?
I would. 10 years. Wow, I remember that.
That's easy
I
on.
don't.
Ryan's a baby still.
Mm.
I think he's still under
Yeah.
30. Are you under 30?
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, see, he's still under 30. Can you believe that?
Do you know people that are? I mean, how is this coming about? Did you get the invite in the mail and you're going to go, or is it? Are we deciding for you?
You can if you want. I don't know how well it'll work.
Oh, so you should go with your half-ass podcast shirt on. Tell everybody that you're a famous podcaster.
I was
No.
actually wearing that today.
Yeah. You were getting ready for it, weren't you?
Yeah, but it said Gary and John. It needs to say Gary, John, and Ryan.
Yeah, the Gary, John, and that sounds fine. I don't,
Not
no
that
need
you-
to correct a working thing. Is there? Is there?
Well, you got a Gary and Ryan one and a Gary and John one. I want to do one of those ones where it's Gary and John and then the Ryan's like looks like it's broken off and hanging and dangling from the bottom of it. One of those logos.
It's got a loading bar underneath it.
Yeah. Or Gary and John are the balls and Ryan's just the dick.
Oh, yes,
Gary needs to be the dick.
Yeah,
yes.
that's true. You're right about that.
That shirt needs to happen, and that shirt needs to happen right now.
Long,
Half-ass.
black, and veiny.
Is there anybody in particular you're looking to seeing at this high school reunion?
Not really. I decided on going. I saw it on Facebook, and somebody I hadn't talked to in years invited me, and I was like, all right. And then whoever the class president is, decided to put a survey of what they wanted to do, and
That was the one black kid.
No.
Did you check the box for circle jerk?
I didn't fill it out.
What do you want to do? Circle jerk.
With 500 people, that'd be a long night.
It wouldn't be that long. I mean, I don't think the average penis size of Alabamians are fucking is outrageous. I
It
don't
would
think it'd be.
it would
I don't
smell
think.
like a freshly chlorine swimming pool. Oh, this
It
made
would.
myself gag.
It would be the one place with the lowest sperm count, thanks to fucking years of Mountain Dew consumption.
It's fresh from the mountains. They actually think it's bottled there.
Hey, don't lie too much on Alabama because Huntsville's there. That's the space program right there.
Ooh,
No, shut the fuck up with your
show off.
ass face. Shut up. Okay, so I got a question for you guys. With all this reunion talk, and Ryan, and he's so eloquently telling us about how he's not going to go to his high school reunion.
I just
Is he
don't
gonna
see the
go?
point in going.
No, you're right. I don't.
No,
I never saw it either.
I didn't even see the point in finishing high school.
You know what I would go if there was like this girl that I really liked and she just ignored me the whole time, but now I'm like some rich famous dude, and then I would show up at that one just to follow up, be like, yo, hey, guess what? Look,
Yeah, she gives you a hand job in the bathroom.
here's
I wouldn't even let her touch it.
Here's my wife. She does yoga. Here's my daughter. We're rich now. We just flew here from Milan.
Just flew here from Gibbstown, New Jersey.
Some island you just made up.
Well, I literally booked a jet for a 10-minute flight because I have that disposable income.
See that helicopter park outside? I didn't ride in it, but I had it park here and land, so I could walk out from the side of it and make it look like I did.
So I take it none of us are homeschooled.
No.
All right. Do we know any homeschool people?
No,
I don't know.
I'm considering homeschooling my daughter.
But
No.
do you know any homeschool people,
No.
John?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this question for you. What would a 10-year high school reunion be for homeschool kids?
Oh, there was still this chick there that I always wanted to bang, and I couldn't.
But
His
mom.
mom.
But my
I ended up
sister.
spiking the punch.
Yeah.
But she kept telling me she was my sister.
But my dad was 20 years sober, and I spiked the punch.
What would the theme be? The theme this year's theme's Under the Sea and Get the Fuck Out of My House.
Yeah, you're 30. You lived in my basement long enough.
Yeah. Under the living room.
Oh, this year's theme's Get Off the Couch and Get a Job.
Oh.
Fuck out.
But see, I don't know how. I mean, that's what. And see, you said you want to homeschool your children, John.
Well,
Right.
I don't know. I think it's something that's starting to gain in popularity, but it's just, you hear especially this core curriculum shit going on and all. It's scary, the stories I hear about schools now and teachers, and
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just think you can learn so much. We didn't have like the internet to go to learn things when we were growing up. We had to have somebody tell us all this shit. But now, like, I mean, my daughter could already name she's 3 and she knows all the planets in order.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, but I mean that it also helps that your wife's really smart and
Exactly.
you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife's really smart and you're a father.
No, I'm teaching her how to fix computers, though.
Yeah, but
My wife.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, fixing computers doesn't necessarily equal brain power.
No, but it's a very important skill for the future, I believe.
Well, you know what? And that's I want to. Yeah, it is a very. You're absolutely 100% right. But now I want to. Now that I'm diverging on this topic just a bit.
We didn't even get to hear about the topic. You just said he got 200 invites for his high school reunion, and that's about it.
Are you going, Ryan? Are you going?
No, I'm planning on not.
So, where's this topic leading then, John?
I'm sorry.
I don't see a point in going for it. It just there's nobody I want to see. With Facebook, I can pay attention to whoever I want. I mean,
That's true. It is like one big high school reunion.
Exactly. And what's the point of going when I see what they're doing? It's like, oh, I'm gonna get there and be like, oh, you did that the other day, but that's cool. I mean, what have you been up to the last 10 years?
Yeah, go like a creep and just pretend you really know, like, hey, how's your dog Bella doing?
I saw that she had a fissure in her butt crack.
Yeah. And your cousin Nicole thought that was cool and she helped you. I haven't seen you in 10 years. How do you know that?
I've poked you 1,000 times and you have never poked me back.
Nobody
What's up with that?
folks.
I don't even know how to find my pokes.
Yeah. The only person that ever poked me, my mom.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Not
minute.
like what it sounds.
that
Homeschooling.
sounds like a homeschool reunion right there.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is the one thing in this world that you automatically see in a person that you determine that they're smart. All right, you're meeting somebody for the first time and they say they're doing a job, and you're like, oh, that job must be
Important.
that's the least amount that you think that a person's smart. What do you think that job would be?
The least amount that they're smart.
No, the least amount of job that they can do that they would still be smart. Now, I'm not talking about, hey, I'm a rocket scientist. You're like, oh, of course, that guy's smart. No, the guy comes up and goes, yeah, I'm a computer programmer, or I am a podiatrist. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's a smart guy, I guess.
Host of a podcast.
Boom, you're right. Gotcha. You're brilliant.
Bang.
Ryan.
Well, I'd say
Good talking, Ryan.
fuck you.
Don't use that language here, Ryan.
Bullshit.
Yes,
A
we
little quicker
fucking
with
do.
your answers, Ryan.
If you
I've
would
listened
stop
to your
talking
shows.
for a second.
That is something he has trouble with.
Quick, say it. Wait, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pass and failed.
Well, maybe he
thanks,
really
man.
is that dumb. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this. Ryan's not that fucking great.
Oh.
I mean,
No.
I don't.
I
Well, so
think-
this is Ryan's.
I don't really understand your question. I think the question would put you in the dumb category for me now.
I might have been fucking up the question. I'm not that smart to begin with, but what do you not understand about it, buddy?
So, what job? If somebody said, "Hey, I'm this," what's the least amount that they would say that I would think that they're smart?
What's the job?
The lowest level of
so
intelligence
on
for
a
a
scale of
Brain
rocket
surgery.
scientist to unemployed.
Hmm.
All right, so
The unemployed guy is smart. He's living off the system.
well, I'm not saying. Oh yeah, I'm not saying they're stupid for having these jobs. I'm saying your own prejudices. If someone said, "Hey, I'm a foot doctor," would you be like, "Oh, that guy's smart"? Or, "Hey, I'm a shoe salesman," and you're like, he can't be that smart because he sells shoes."
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying now?
I do. I got two answers then.
Okay.
I would say a foot doctor. I would think, that guy's pretty smart. And a shoe salesman, I'd be like, that guy's probably not that smart.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so fucking much.
Ew.
Oh, my God.
Shoe salesman. Oh, this guy's probably not that bright.
He didn't even know my shoe size. Oh.
Hey, I'm a size 10. You think you can find that?
It's
It's a box with a 1 and an O on it.
Duh.
Could be a 10.5.
Oh, fuck.
Depends on the make.
Anyway, yeah, I don't. That's the one downside
Did you
of.
graduate high school?
No.
Why?
Nope. Dropped out and went to Job Corps.
Good for you. I don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
Well, someone said that I could make money, so I went and tried to make. It was the stupidest decision of my fucking life.
Well,
Yeah,
do you think it would have changed anything now? Like if you went to high school, you'd have a different job or anything?
No, I'd probably be in jail.
Then why is it a
Well, I
stupid
mean-
decision?
Right.
Well, because let me say it's a stupid decision because what I know now is that if I knew what I knew now, like how important schooling was, then I'd be a totally different student. But if I am the way I was back then it was a fine decision, and
that's-
I ended up being different.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure it was. Like I'm thinking of stuff I learned in school, and it's either, especially since I went to Catholic school, it was either all lies.
You're screwed
or
there.
Yeah, it's either all lies or it has been corrected since then. Like Pluto's a planet. Nope.
Pluto's a planet. Nope.
Yeah. Like there's all these even science stuff. They've changed a lot, but they're like, nope, we were wrong about that. We were wrong about that. So everything I learned in school has been changed. I was never a good speller. Now I don't need to be because autocorrect
Right.
Yeah, and that still doesn't fucking save your
doesn't
ass.
help. Well, it's because I don't look at that either. I just type like a monkey. Like, because usually I'm so angry. Like, this motherfucking Gary saying this dumb shit again.
Lick your finger as you're.
It's
It's in the computer. It's so simple.
Yeah, it's all there. It's the Google University is where I went.
Speaking of which, that's like I was talking to my guy I work next to. He said something about he's afraid that
My guy I work next to.
yeah, whatever. The whatever. Um, he's afraid that he's kind of all against Facebook now because and the internet because you can look everything up so much that your memory's starting to go because it's like why remember it when you can just type it in and look for it.
Yeah, there's that. Like, I wonder if the brain as a muscle gets weaker because I think the part for like kids learning when they're younger is important because they have to figure out how to critically think and like
Right.
problem solve and think their way out of things, not just know facts. But if it's just for facts, sure, go to Facebook or
Yeah, I
Google.
mean,
No, not Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I take that back.
No.
You're going looking for facts. Don't go to Facebook.
no.
YouTube. YouTube. Go to YouTube, and just
Or the Wikipedia.
see. For the sake of the argument, I would go the other way and say that it does. I mean, for the kids who are have a predilection for critical thinking, I think
say words like predilection.
predilection. I think Facebook and Google and all that stuff will enforce critical thinking because
Yeah.
I find myself now Googling something and then Googling that same thing and going and looking for something to reinforce what I read.
Yeah.
I don't go and say, hey, why is Pluto not a planet? And there's like, oh, because he's a dog in Disney, and then I just go fucking spout that shit. So
It encourages you to dig deeper.
yeah, and
That's
I think
why when I look at porn, I have 15 windows open.
oh, it's all Asian. Oh, like Asian boys, Asian boy porn.
I didn't mean to throw you off track. You're on a good roll there.
John really enjoys just like the lady boys
Mm-hmm. Tweens, I call them.
Ooh.
from Gibbstown, New Jersey.
You call them?
Not many Asians in Gibbstown. Actually, now you said that out loud, I don't think I've ever seen one since I've been here. Not one Asian.
Now that I said that out loud, the one Asian eyebrow perks up somewhere.
Not one
And
Asian. Oh,
Alabama's racist.
yeah, exactly. No, New Jersey's definitely a racist town. There was a Confederate flag in my neighbor's yard.
Confederate.
Flag. Confederate flag over there in my yard.
All those faggots moving their
All those
flags.
fraggots and their frags. Frag grenades everywhere.
I think we just figured out who the Asian is in his fucking community.
But
it's frags.
It's critical thinking and problem solving. Like, I know it's a gap thing. I think old people are just screwed. They just can't keep up. And I deal with it firsthand in work when I'm training people on software. I'm training somebody older, and they just can't. If something pops up, like this window pops up, they don't know how to close it. They give up right away and call me like, "Hey, I can't figure this out." But then, yeah, exactly, like literally something like that. But then the younger person, the same thing. I'll watch them and I'll see it happen, and they start looking around like, "Oh, maybe if I click this, maybe I try that." But the old person like, "Nope, pick up the phone." Do 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 do. Yep, there's a window on my window.
There's a window in my window.
I quit.
And I can't get up.
So
But then, yeah, old people are just gonna die off eventually, hopefully.
we're gonna be like that one day. You know that,
Yeah.
right? We're gonna be the fucking
Yeah.
old people.
But that's what I'm saying. We won't be not the same kind of old people. We'll be a new kind of old people
Yeah,
where
we'll know how to work the shit we're doing right now, where there'll be
Yeah.
something completely different. Where
But technology is exponential. I mean, look
Yeah,
look
keep
where
up with it.
we've came from the car to in less than 200 years we're from the car and the airplane to space travel. We are at Pluto right now.
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So I mean,
Yeah.
technology is exponential. What
Oh, yeah.
what we think by the time we're 70, who knows? We could be stuck in a fucking stasis from being teleported somewhere. You know?
We'll be living inside a computer. That's why I'm teaching my daughter how to fix computers so she can keep me around longer.
Dad, you're a ghost in the machine.
Did you throw out the charger for me again? What the hell?
Oh, I want to be. Now you mentioned Confederate flags. I want to get Ryan's take on this real quick.
Mhm.
What do you think about the Confederate flag, Ryan?
Well, I don't. I've seen your post and everything. I don't think the same that it's a sign of racism, but it is. To me, it's just how would you put it in words?
How would I put it in words? Racist.
Oh, no. I know how you put it. I see it as a flag. It represents a part of the country that, yes, their beliefs of how they wanted was part of slavery, part of rebellious, part of seceding from the Union, but it was part of somebody being able, a representation of people standing up for what they think is right, like how we did towards the British.
Okay.
Even though their ideals were the wrong direction, it's still they're
You
able.
could stand up. I think the whole country is based on you standing up for what you believe in, not just racism. The only thing I always hear the battle flag. Like, yeah, it was a battle flag, not a race. Yeah, the battle over racism.
Yeah.
And they were on the racism side, not the racism side, the slavery side. But
The right to keep
Yeah,
slaves.
exactly.
I don't think. I think it's crazy talking about taking people's rights away to have one. I just don't want. Well, not on the state capitol. We should vote on it if it's going to be on there. That's all.
If it's on a state capitol, it shouldn't fly to state capitol. No one's saying you can't fucking wave it. No, and and people make this connection like, oh, it's okay to have a Nazi flag, but it's not okay to have a Confederate flag. I have never heard one fucking person say you can't go buy a Confederate flag ever.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is take it off the fucking state capitol because one, it's not a state flag. Two, it was the flag of a country that seceded and killed American soldiers. Once you secede from the Union of the United States, you do not become part of the United States. You become another country entirely. It's like Mexico
Yeah,
coming
they
up.
wanted their own country.
Yeah,
Literally.
it's like Mexico coming up and killing a bunch of fucking American people and then flying the Mexican flag and us saying let's do this shit because it's fucking great. But no, But I understand your point. Yeah, it's if you believe in it, fly it in your house.
I
That's
also
fine.
think, yeah, you can't erase history. They're trying to like wipe it off walls and all. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
You can't
stupid.
erase history.
No,
It's
And
there.
like, I have family in Kansas City. I visit there. There's two separate stereotypes of a black person. Down south, they don't care as much. They've given they've let go. The past is past. They don't
Yeah.
hold a grudge. There's a complete different way than it is in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that some of the people that support it aren't racist. They just don't. They believe for their own reasons. They're like, no, it represents this freedom. No, this because they're not reading as much into it. They just actually believe that. They don't hate black people. They just are misinterpreting what they're actually supporting.
right.
yeah. No, I'm not. No. The argument of mine is not for the flag waiver itself.
No.
The flag waiver itself is an entirely separate entity. Than
Unless it's one of the very obvious racist people that will post the flag like, oh, I can't fly this, but these monkeys could shoot each other. Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. No, but it's like mustaches. Not all pedophiles, or not all people who have a mustache are pedophiles, but all pedophiles have a mustache.
Well, I don't know. I'm disagree with you on that one.
Not all
Every
racists.
single person that has a mustache is a pedophile.
Not everybody.
Unless it's attached to a beard.
Not everybody who flies the battle flag is a racist, but every racist flies the battle flag.
There you go.
Yes, that's perfect.
And I think there's too many dumb people on Facebook, which is just
Yes.
that's not saying anything special now, but they're saying like, oh, you can't buy at Walmart and this and that, and thanks a lot, Obama. There's no one's making laws. Obama's not making laws that you can't sell flags at Walmart. Walmart decided to do that on their own.
Yeah.
And
just
Amazon
like
stopped selling it, which makes them look so stupid because they're still selling Hitler T-shirts, but they stopped selling that. They just look like
it's
dummies.
retarded. Yeah, it's dumb, and that's the argument people will make is like, oh, you can buy the Nazi flag. No one's flying the Nazi flag on a state capitol. No one.
And you wouldn't. No one would be cool with it. And if it's a state capital, it belongs to everybody. So if you want to put something up there, let's vote on it.
Yeah, vote on
And they
it.
did. And it got voted to take it down. So
Right.
And that's take it down. If it got voted to put up, then it's your state, and it was voted to put up, and it was voted to put up, it's your state. I have no say in it.
Same thing
Congratulations.
happened with the Ten Commandments when they wanted to put the Ten Commandments on some of those like city and state courthouses.
Yeah, that's not a vote though. That's against the Constitution.
Yes.
Get the fuck out.
On.
But yeah. So okay, and John and Ryan. Now that we've got you trapped, John is an atheist. You're going by that term, John, atheist?
I don't. You know what? I just realized recently I don't want to use that term. You know why?
Okay. Why?
Because that would be like, say I hated Lord of the Rings, and if in the Lord of the Rings, people that hated Lord of the Rings were called hobbits, they would say, all right, you're hobbits. So that'd be me not believing in the Lord of the Rings, calling myself a character in the Lord of the Rings. So an atheist has linked to religion at some point. Well, I'm nothing. Atheist is just a word tied to religion.
All right, you're a non-believer.
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 Yeah.
All right. I am. I like your term. I'm gonna stick with the atheist though. I'm gonna keep calling myself a hobbit just because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's
You're a
an
hobbit. We're hobbits.
I'm a hobbit. Ryan, are you a believer?
I don't know what I am.
So you're agnostic?
I would probably lean towards that, yes.
Is there a higher power? Is there a higher power?
Whatever it may be, I feel that there is.
Okay, so
Yeah,
like gravity, for instance.
And that's, I think, where I came from originally. But then I started realizing that doesn't. It's not that I don't believe in high power; that it doesn't matter. It's too gigantic of a universe, infinite, and all that. Like this,
Right.
higher power doesn't matter.
I'm not as big a fan as Neil deGrasse Tyson. I haven't watched it or seen as much as him, but the show he had on Netflix, he posted that all the infinites of universes that you could see. Seeing that proves that we're not the only ones out there.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not a chance in the world that we're the only ones, and that's such a simple. Oh, that's because he was the one that's saying, if imagine that there's one species on a planet that has 200 million species in a solar system that's one of hundreds of millions of solar systems in a galaxy that's 100 millions of galaxies, and that species thinks it's all about them. How selfish is that?
Well, it's
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
That's America.
Neil also says that there is probably alien life. They probably came in contact with us, but it'd be like a human walking past a worm. We wouldn't fucking know it. Yeah. The worm doesn't know a human walked past it. The worm doesn't fucking care. We're the worm. We're not the human in this scenario. We're the fucking worm.
Yeah. I just know it freaks me out sometimes thinking about it. Like even looking at Pluto, like how far away it is and how gigantic. Like, hey, shit, it can't even wrap your mind around it.
Yeah. What if we're all like a big Truman Show to aliens?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Or like a Mutual of Omaha nature show.
Yeah, and that's more what I mean by like it doesn't really matter. Like atheist, calling myself an atheist is making myself part of this whole thing. Like it's like the good guys and the bad guys. I don't believe in the fight at all.
Oh, I believe in the fight.
Exist.
Yeah.
I'm all about the fight. I am just one ball of anger.
And I'll tell you, I love watching and reading all your stuff.
That's Fred calling. Should I answer it on the line?
Yes, answer it online. Are you on the show? Are you on the show? What's going on? Yeah, I don't pull any punches on my Facebook. I don't really pull any punches at all. So. I mean, I go for the throat, and that's what I don't understand. I know we're coming up on the end of the show, but I don't understand when you get in a fight with somebody, right? And me and John bicker all the time, and me and John call me all the fucking time. But what I've never got the point of pulling a punch. I mean, if you're gonna fight, fucking go for the jugular. Go for the killing blow as fast as you can, and if you miss it, you're fucking dead. Deep. Yeah, go balls deep. As fast as you fucking can, go balls deep.
You saying to come inside your opponent?
It's hard. Just blow them apart. Like Superman trying to fuck Lois Lane. Just a shotgun blast to semen through the top of her head.
That'll obliterate her.
Like, just look like a fountain. Just look like a fountain exploding off of a pin cap or something. But I never understood how you pull a punch, and that's probably one of my biggest flaws, because I mean the fights that escalate because I don't understand that simple aspect of maybe I should just be nice at this moment and everything. I don't get it. Hey Gary, what do you want for dinner? I'd like Taco Bell, but Taco Bell's disgusting. Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! I want to see you dead. So.
Is that your grandma?
Yeah,
that's how you put your grandma. All right, you guys I've reached my time limit, so you give the websites and I'll cut out now.
All right, well that's halfassedpodcast.net, half-assed howsyourrobot.com. We just check us out on Instagram, Facebook. Ryan will be finding us guests soon.
Yes, and I have some good ones in mind, so stay tuned for that.
We'll try that, and after that. Ryan, just to recap of the quick show, Ryan says God's the best thing that's ever happened. He wants to shoot black people with the Confederate flag, and he loves NASCAR, and he's a total complete racist. He hates the Asians.